underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. The 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Complete on the left to Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Might as well give it to him again. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it with Bothwell. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to run it with Fluff. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense.
What a job by this defense. What a response to some early success for the offense, shutting them down on third and goal. And now I think it's decision time for this offense, and this crowd is going to help you out because they are going bananas.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Got his man.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He makes the grab. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got him. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
There's some room. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Scott. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Defense might bring the house here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Fighting off the defender. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. NC State now operating from the red zone. defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off play action. Going for 6. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I mean, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, they got in the red zone, but made a big play on third down. Now, forcing the decision for this offense, but most importantly, playing great defense in the red zone.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy about it.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Fluff. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Quick release on the RPO. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Looking long. Goes high to pull it in. All the way down inside the 15, but we see a marker on the field. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. To the air, it's Bailey. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They'll give it to Fluff. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Mississippi State right back to the line. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Jackson. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. Complete on the comeback. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the air on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the field. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On target over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Using his legs, it's Scott. Maybe a crease. Slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Fluff. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
On first down, it's Bothwell again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cotton. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
That's an easy completion to the tight end on a stick route, but that play later they could pump and then hit the tight end going up the seam for a big one.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Complete. Hard running there. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Fluff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
On first down, it's Bothwell again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll give it to Fluff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets the back moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Taylor wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on third and goal. Under fire. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Snap in the shotgun. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He'll do it himself. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. In the red area, it's Wilson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gauze. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. At the 40, there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
On the run, it's Goss. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, NC State! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Off play action on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You know, I think that was nickel right there, and I do like bringing in an extra DB. Why? Not only can that guy cover in the slot, but he can also blitz. You can kind of disguise and hide what you're doing.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra.
He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. And that last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the middle. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Runs through the... It's a fumble! He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Cotton. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him, and they got him. Here comes the offense on second down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.